Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. If you are new to our channel, please subscribe it for the daily videos. So from today onwards, we are going to discuss regarding the applied anatomy of cranial nerves. The first one is olfactory nerve. The applied anatomy: in severe head injury, the olfactory bulb may be separated from olfactory nerves, or the nerves may be torn, producing anosmia, that is loss of olfaction. The next one is optic nerve. Let's see about the applied anatomy. Lesions of the optic nerve may be at different levels with different effects. Complete lesion of the optic nerve of one side leads to complete blindness in the corresponding eye. Compression of the optic chiasma causes bitemporal hemianopia because the nasal fibers from both sides are interrupted. Lesion of the optic tract of one side leads to corresponding nasal and contralateral temporal hemianopia. Lesion of the optic radiation of one side leads to corresponding nasal and contralateral temporal hemianopia. And circumferential blindness is caused most commonly by optic neuritis. The next one is oculomotor nerve. The applied anatomy: oculomotor nerve may undergo complete or incomplete lesions. Complete lesions of oculomotor nerve leads to ptosis, that is drooping of the eyelid due to the paralysis of levator palpebrae. External strabismus due to the unopposed action of lateral rectus and superior oblique. Pupillodilatation due to the paralysis of sphincter pupillae. Loss of accommodation and of light reflex due to the paralysis of sphincter pupillae and ciliaris. Diplopia, the false image being the higher. The next one is trochlear nerve and the applied anatomy. The conditions most commonly affecting the trochlear nerve include stretching or bruising as a complication of head injuries, cavernous sinus thrombosis, and aneurysm of the internal carotid artery. As a result of such injuries, interruption of the trochlear nerve paralyzes the superior oblique, limiting the inferolateral ocular movement. The affected eye rotates medially and producing diplopia. There is also some degree of extorsion because the superior oblique, which normally produces intorsion, is not available. To compensate for this, the patient characteristically tilts his head towards the opposite shoulder. Next, trigeminal nerve. Applied anatomy of trigeminal nerve. The trigeminal neuralgia, characterized by pain in the distribution of branches of the trigeminal nerve, is the most common condition which is affecting the sensory part of the nerve. With the maxillary nerve affected, the pain is usually felt deeply in the face and nose between the mouth and orbit. The cause of maxillary neuralgia is often neoplasms and empyema of the maxillary sinus. With the mandibular nerve affected, the pain is usually felt from the mouth up to the ear and the temporal region. The most common cause is caries, mandibular tooth or an ulcer, and carcinoma of the tongue. With the ophthalmic nerve affected, the pain is usually felt in the supraorbital region and is often associated with glaucoma or with frontal or ethmoid sinusitis. The remaining we can discuss in the next class. Thank you. Have a nice day.